Okay, so here we've got three different diagrams of cells at different stages of the cell cycle. The first question says, which photograph in figure 1 shows a cell that's not going through mitosis? So in the first one, you can see it is going through mitosis because that's where the cytoplasm and the cell membrane is dividing. Image B, it is also going through mitosis because what's happening here, you can see the cell fibers pulling apart the X-shaped chromosomes to either side of the cells. So that means it is in the process of mitosis. The answer here is C, guys, because in C, it's just a complete cell. There's nothing going on. There's no cells dividing. There's no nuclei dividing. There's clearly a nuclear membrane here, so that hasn't disappeared. There's no free-floating chromosomes or anything like that. All the chromosomes are very much in the nucleus, so there's no mitosis occurring in that example there. So the answer here is C. Now for part B, it says describe what's happening in photo A. So I told you already, this is where the cytoplasm and the cell membrane of the cell is dividing. It's the last stage of the cell cycle. So it's 2 marks. So let's mention that for 1 mark. Cytoplasm and cell membrane is dividing. Now for the second mark, you need to say what happens at the end of it. What happens? The one cell is now turning into 2 daughter cells. And remember, those 2 daughter cells are identical. So we could say to form 2 identical daughter cells. That's how you get 2 marks there. Now, part C of the question, we've got a table here. A student wants to find out more about the cell cycle. The student made a slide of an onion root tip. She counted the number of cells in each stage of the cell cycle, and the table below shows the results. So total, it says 36. She looked at 36 cells and she noted down at what stage they were at. So 20 of the cells weren't even dividing. They were just on their own. All right, so they weren't in the process of dividing. Then we've got the rest of the cells, which add up to 16. So 16 of the cells are in the stages of the cell cycle. So it says 9 of the 36 were in stage 1, then 4, then 2, and only 1 was in stage 4. And the question's asking, each stage of the cell cycle takes different amount of time. Yeah, so that's true. Usually the first stage, where the DNA replicates and the mitochondria and the ribosomes double, that process usually takes much longer than the others. And it's saying which is the fastest in the cell cycles based on that table. So if she's seen 9 cells in stage 1, that means that's probably the one that takes the longest, because it's more likely that they're in that stage. So they've spent a longer time there. The one which takes the shortest time is the one which has the fewest number of cells in that stage. So if it takes a split second, then you're likely to miss it if you were to take a snapshot of the whole 36 cells, right? So the one that's probably the fastest is stage 4, because only 1 cell was caught at that stage. So the reason why you'd say only 1 cell is seen at this stage.